Hi everyone and welcome to Positively Kimmie. I am Kimmie. If you are new here, welcome. This is a safe space. And if you're one of my returning subscribers and my besties, hi guys, how are you? I hope you're all having an amazing day. Welcome to my Ozempic Reboot or Ozempic Friday. That's where I'm going to tell you about how I'm doing on my Ozempic, what you're supposed to be doing with your Ozempic, side effects, and what you can have, what you can't have with Ozempic, and things like that, and a tutorial where I'm going to show you how to use your Ozempic properly. So if that sounds good to you, please stick around and let's get started. So Ozempic comes in a box like this. This is my 2 milligram box. That's the dose that I'm on at the moment. When you open it up, you're going to have your instructions right here. It has to be refrigerated. There's going to be some information that's going to come with it. I throw mine out. I've been on Ozempic now. This is my 30th week. Wow, that's a lot. It comes with the pen, and in this box comes with your needles. You are going to clean the area you are going to use prior, which I've already done. This arm I did. I cleaned off right here in the fatty part. You use your arms in the fatty parts. You can use the fatty part of your stomach or your thighs. I don't like doing my thighs. It just kind of creeps me out. I don't know why. I usually do my stomach or my upper arms. But do wherever you see fit and don't do it in the same place twice. You're going to open up your needles. I have 3 more needles in this one. Taking one out. Now I have another 2 weeks to go in this one. You're going to take your cap off, which is this. Comes off very easily. You're going to take the needle and take the piece of paper off, being very careful because there's a very thin, small needle in here. You're going to put it on like this. You're going to turn your needle to your dose. If you're on the starter dose, you'll have to look to see when your dose comes up. If you're on the 2 milligrams, it only goes to 2 milligrams, and that's it. So it will say 2 right there. 2. All right, it's blurry, but it does say 2. You're going to take off the first cap. Do not throw it out. You're going to need both of these caps, and then you're going to take that one off. You're going to try and put it where you cleaned it. And you're going to put it in your arm. Does not hurt. Push the needle. It's going to click when the clicking stops. You're going to take your finger off and leave it in for another 6 to 10 seconds. Ozempic has to be refrigerated, so make sure you take it out of the refrigerator in about 15 to 20 minutes. Then you can use your Ozempic. It has to be clear, not cloudy. And then you're going to take this out of your arm, and that is it. You're going to put this back on without sticking yourself with the needle. You don't want to get poked with any needle. And then you're going to safely dispose of this as your doctor instructs you to. Okay, for some reason mine's not coming off. Be careful, the needle is still in there. And then you're going to put the cap back on and put this back in the refrigerator. That is as simple as it is to take Ozempic. There are side effects from taking Ozempic, Wegovy, Mounjaro, semaglutides, all that stuff. I'll tell you what they are in a minute. But first I'm going to put mine back in the refrigerator and I'll be right back. Okay, so with any of these drugs, there are side effects. You get a lot of GI issues. You can have a lot of psychiatric issues. And the GI issues you'd get would be pancreatitis. You can have gallbladder attacks. You can have problems with, what is it called? Pancreatitis. You can have vomiting, nausea, constipation, diarrhea, extreme poop, especially in the beginning. For about the first 8 weeks, you can become very lethargic. You can have bad thoughts in your head. You can become more anxious, more depressed. I suffer from all those things. I had a really bad stomach to begin with, and it didn't make my symptoms any worse except for the extreme constipation and the extreme poop, especially in the beginning. If you think it's gas, run to the bathroom. It's probably not. It really, in my case, was not. If my mental health issues I thought that might be a problem. It was not a problem for me. I didn't have any worsening of my mental health issues. My medications all worked the same in tandem with this, so it was fine for me. I did not have any worsening of any symptoms other than the extreme poop. And later on, when I got in the week like 20s, that it became extreme constipation for me. But I was on a medication for OIC, opioid-induced constipation anyway. So I just upped the dose of that and it just started to flow. It wasn't as much as I would have liked, you know, and I still suffer from extreme constipation, but I also would rather be the extreme poop, because for me, I'm getting cleaned out. I just like that feeling better than the extreme constipation. I don't do as well with that. I don't like feeling bloated and gassy and just, it's sluggish is how it makes me feel. So I don't like that feeling. Anyway, you're not going to sit around and worry about having these side effects. You're going to go about and live your life. Now, I have been on a lot of diet plans in my life. I've been on Weight Watchers. I've been on Jenny Craig. I used to be on Think Thin. I mean, we're going back years. I was on Nutrisystem, did very well on the prepackaged food, and was able to lose weight on that. I lost like 100 pounds at the time. And I promised God this time, if he made me skinny just one more time, I wouldn't screw it up this time. So I think he's making my weight loss slower so I don't mess it up this time. And from what I understand, if you lose weight slower, you keep it off longer. So I'm not losing it as quickly as I would like, but I am still losing. And last week when I saw you at week 29, I was 192 pounds. And it took me a while to get over the 194, so I was happy with that. I am now 191. So maybe next week when I see you, I will be over the 190s and into a different bracket, which would be awesome. So fingers crossed for me for next week. I really want to get out of the 190s, and I think I'm going to be able to do that. At least I'm positive I will be able to do that, you know. And if I'm not, and I'm just 190 and teetering there, you know, God has a different path for me, and that's fine for me because I'm still not where I used to be, which was 254. Because I am short, I have a small frame, and I'm feeling better about myself, and I'm looking better, and some of my health issues have gone, and my A1C went from 7.2 to a 5.8, so I'm doing really, really well that way. And because of that, if it's taking me longer to lose weight, I'm good with that. I'm good with that. So don't feel bad for me because I'm 5'1" and 191 pounds. It's better than where I was at one time. So that's the way we look at things. The jar is never half empty. It's never half full. It is refillable. And every day I get a chance to refill my jar. And that's how we look at life. So for the very first time, I bought a bathing suit. It is a tankini. It does have a skirt. And from what I understand from the people in my family, it's very flattering. I haven't worn a bathing suit in multiple decades. I believe the last time I wore one, I was on my honeymoon with my ex-husband, which was in 1990. So probably more like 1993 when my son was born. My oldest son was the last time I wore a bathing suit. Anytime I've gone to the beach, I've worn shorts and a t-shirt because I was very self-conscious about my body. And at the time, I was 151 pounds. And I know that because I was always told, you have a very pretty face. It's a shame you can't lose weight. And that always stuck with me. So I just got this bathing suit, and I might try it on for Temu Tuesdays. I might not. I don't know if I'm that brave yet. Let me know if you'd like to see it. I might consider it. I would like to be able to say I'm brave enough to do that. We'll see. I don't know that I'm there yet, but I would like to be able to do that. It's really pretty. It's 2 different shades of brown. There's a earthy brown on top and a darker brown on the bottom. It isn't a skirt. It does come with like, I guess, panties, I guess you would say they are. Briefs. I don't know what they are. I'm not a fashionista type person, even though I'm wearing a yellow headband and a yellow shirt. So I'm not sure. But getting back to the Ozempic, I hope that whatever journey you're on, if you're on the Ozempic journey and you have questions, you can ask me and I can tell you about my journey. But if you have very specific questions, please ask your doctor. They're the ones that are going to guide you in the right direction. If you go up to a dose and it's not working out for you, they can always put you back on the dose you were for a couple more weeks, maybe even a couple more months until you get used to it. They start you at such a basic dose of 0.25 first, so your body gets used to it, because you can't start on like 2 milligrams or a milligram because it's very hard on the body in the beginning. So they want your body to get used to it, so they start you at 0.25. And if you go up to the 0.5 milligrams and you're still having trouble, they'll just put you back down to the 0.25. I know when I went up to 1 milligram, I didn't have problems with that, but I couldn't get it in stock, so they put me down to 0.5 until I was able to get it, because for a while you couldn't get Ozempic. Now I'm able to get the 2 milligram with no problem, and that's good. So if you have a problem, they're not going to just stop it on you. You might be able to try something else, because Ozempic and Mounjaro are specifically for type 2 diabetics to lower their A1C, where semaglutide and Wegovy are specifically for weight loss. So that is the information I have for you today. I hope you got something of value out of this video, and I hope you have a really great Friday. In the meantime, be happy, be healthy, be blessed, and most of all, be positively you, because there's no one else quite like you, and that makes me so incredibly happy. You guys rock. Love you.